morning, guys. It is Friday, finally. It is Friday, January 19th. Yep, January 19th. So, yesterday was a total fail with showing you my food, so we're gonna try again. I'm dressed like a slob today, if you didn't notice, because I told you before, I teach at an IB school, which means we do things a little bit different. We kind of do everything based around science, social studies, and sorry, you guys are bouncing all over the place. And today we're getting ready for their, they will do a final project at the end of the year that they have to find a problem, a need in the world, whether it's in their world or whether it's in the globally minded thinking world, and do something about it. They don't have to solve it, they have to do something about it, and it has to be aid, activism, or awareness. So today, their provocation, we're gonna get them thinking about what they might wanna do, is we want them to think about how the world works. And sometimes the world, the earth, the planet, does some crazy things, like has natural disasters, earthquakes, and things like that. So today we're putting them through a real life scenario of a pandemic. So we're not gonna tell them what the pandemic is, we're not gonna say you have this or that, and we're not gonna make it too scary, but they are going to go through some scenarios of what would happen. They're gonna be each living in their own little area, which we've named and given a population and given an industry, you know, that kind of thing. And then they have to, in order to get their next card to see what happens, to see if they can get out of this pandemic and survive, they have to like solve math problems or answer questions. And sometimes we make it difficult for them because we will give them, we'll offer them candy. And we'll say, if you eat the candy right now, after we've offered it to them, you have to wait 5 minutes to do your math problem. If you don't eat it, if you choose to take it home, you can start your math problem immediately. And the first person done gets something else. So anyway, I feel like I'm gonna be kind of crawling around on the gym floor today. Plus, I kind of want it to look like I would look like if we were having this pandemic. So no makeup. Well, that's not true. I have a little bit of eyeliner. I can't leave the house without eyeliner. So that's it. That's all I've got on today. So my kids are gonna think I'm sick. On top of the fact that I kind of am sick. So I don't get sick often anymore. I've been teaching for 12 years, and it's rare that I get like full-blown knock me down, I've got to stay home from work sick. I know I lost my voice a couple of days ago, or a couple of weeks ago, but I never got, like, my nose didn't run, I never got sore throat, whatever. So when I say I'm sick, what I usually mean is that I have not paid attention to my issues involving the bathroom. So in that vein, I want to tell you that sometimes your girl's pretty stupid. Let me just tell you how dumb I was today. So here's my coffee for the morning. It is a chocolate K-cup for 0 points. So for the longest time I wasn't drinking these because I thought they were 7 points. But it came with these little like mocha things that went in them. They were 7 points. The cup itself was 0. So whatever. So this is my last one. I'm actually out of K-cups completely. So when I go to the grocery store this week, I will have to get some. I have some pumpkin ones at work, which I'm gonna take home today, just so I have some in the morning. Long story, sorry. So let me tell you how dumb I am. So this morning I decided, I usually do my tea, my my detox tea, my kids call it my poop tea, sorry, TMI. But it's called Smooth Move. I know, worst name for tea ever. It's peppermint flavor, but you can also get chamomile flavor, and there's a chocolate flavor. The chocolate flavor is not good. I prefer the peppermint, but if I get chamomile, it doesn't bother me as long as I don't get the chocolate. And I usually do it on Saturday. I make a nice steaming hot cup. I let it steep for a long time. and then I usually drink it once it's almost cool, and I kind of just shoot it, like just drink it straight down. And that usually works. I do that usually either late Friday night or late Saturday night, so that the whole next day it's kind of working its magic. What I have found is every time you eat for the next day, you have to go. I don't think it's doing enough. Like, I really want to try something stronger. So I got a probiotic. And then when I first started taking the probiotic, boy, that thing works like crazy. And I've been on it now for I've been on it now for 1 solid week. And it stopped. It just doesn't work anymore. So I'm going to continue taking it. I know, it's stupid. Because I bought it. But I really need to figure out something that's going to be a more permanent solution. My problem is my body gets used to things so quickly. I've done everything from castor oil, where it works for a week or two and then stops. Benefiber, pretty much everything. And I refuse to take a prescription for this. If I have to keep switching between the tea and Benefiber and whatever and just going back to it, I will. I've even tried doing this tea every night, and eventually even that stops working. And then I have to stop for a while and then I go back to it. So I found if I do the tea twice a week or once a week, it works better. So anyway, this is what I did. So I got up this morning and I decided, you know, I'm going to feel pretty rotten all day because I just feel bloated and sluggish, and I feel like I can't keep my eyes open. I'm so tired. All my body wants to do is sleep. And it's because I'm carrying all of this gunk around, right? So I decided I'm going to go ahead and do the tea this morning, and then hopefully it won't kick in until I get home. Now I'm going out to a Mexican restaurant tonight, which you'd think would be a problem, but no. I went out to the same Mexican restaurant on Tuesday, and where everyone else in the house had to rush home, didn't affect me at all, didn't go. I haven't gone since Saturday, and it's Friday. So, I went out, and this is a long story to tell you how stupid I am. So I went out into the kitchen, and I decided I was going to do a tea, but I wanted to do it iced so I could sip on it all day and do it a little bit slower. So I grabbed 2 tea bags. I was going to make it in my Starbucks cup, my big Starbucks cup, and I put the kettle on, right, made the tea. And normally what I do is I pour that into a glass cup, or a glass, you know, a mug, a ceramic mug, and I let it sit for a couple of minutes while I'm getting dressed, while I'm doing whatever. And then once it cools down a little bit, I put ice in my Starbucks cup, and I put the tea on top of that. So this morning, for whatever dumb reason, I wasn't paying attention. I poured the water right into my Starbucks cup, and can you see what happened? Whoop! I melted basically my Starbucks cup, but when you look at it, it actually kind of still looks cool, and the lid still sits on it. It still fits, so I'm still using it. So I have 2 tea bags in here. The ice is completely gone, and I'll tell you, I don't love the taste of this tea. I don't add anything to it, sugar or lemon or anything like that, because I find when I do that, I've added honey, I've added sweet and low, I've added lemon. It seems to negate what it does. It's like I almost need to just drink this tea by itself straight down. So that's my plan. I told myself that I could have my coffee before I had that, and then I had to drink it. The problem is, again, these coffee cups keep the coffee so hot, I can't drink that on the way to, I can't get it all out on the way to work. So what I did is I gave myself 1 cup of coffee. Normally I have 2. To get to work and back, I'm sorry, to get to work, and then once I get to work, I have to have this tea. Now, knowing me, if I guzzle this tea down, which I probably will, I'm going to want another coffee. So I do have K-cups at work, and we have a Keurig. So I may go ahead and have another cup of coffee, but really I should drink water, because yesterday I drank coffee the whole day, and not because I made a whole bunch of cups of coffee. I had my 2 cups of coffee that I sipped on all day because they were in these things that are so darn hot. I need to start bringing like a cup to pour them into, but anyway. So that's my plan for the day. I have now showed you my drinks. So step one, I will show you my breakfast, and just in case I forget to show it to you, here it is. It is my egg cup, and it is just eggs, mushrooms, peppers, and onions. This week, oh, and also a little bit of the non-fat cheese, or fat-free Kraft cheese. This week, I had made my fajitas, which I ended up not eating because we went out on Tuesday. I made my chicken fajitas in the pan, and then I plated them all up because I make chicken fajitas, but I assemble them, and then I bake them. So baked fajitas? Baked, I don't know what you call them. But I didn't rinse or wash the pan when I went and did the eggs. So they have a little bit of a Mexican flair. It tastes fine. Also have grapes for breakfast. I have a banana. So far, 0 points. And then I also have a salad. And on top of my salad, I believe, oh yeah, there's some shrimp on the top of that salad. So that's 0 points. And because there's shrimp, I probably won't have a dressing. Plus, I'll be in the gym all day. So that probably won't happen either. And then I have some crackers. It was the end of the box, as you can see. For 2 points, it's about 10 crackers. Because it's all I need. And normally I wouldn't even have those because I only really need those when I have a sandwich. But when I originally planned out my lunch, I made 5 bags of those because I intended to have 5 sandwiches. But then I realized I was going to get sick of wraps after a couple of days, because I also took my Olay wraps to the Mexican restaurant that we went to on Tuesday. If you didn't hear that silly story, you should go back and listen to it. And I'm going to end up taking my Olay wraps probably again tonight, and I was just going to be sick of Olay wraps by then. I also have a mini, Laughing Cow Swiss Light to eat with those crackers. So everything in that bag that I just showed you should be 3 points for the day. So when I walk into dinner tonight, I should have 20 points for chips, and I shouldn't need to count anything else. Oh, chips and guacamole. But I only have a little bit of guacamole to go on my fajitas. So chips and guacamole on my fajitas. I'm going to take my Olay wraps. I'm going to take my sour cream. I'm going to take my own cheese. And to be honest with you, I don't even want them. Like, I might order something different. I'm going to take all of that just in case. But, and I might even take non-fat Greek yogurt instead of the sour cream. But, that's my plan. Oh, you guys. So last night, I had made over the snow day, I took a whole big tub of the non-fat Greek yogurt. The one I bought this time, I'm not in love with. It's a little more tart than I'm used to. However, it was the only one on the shelf. Like, there were 2, and they were like one brand, because all the other non-fat Greek yogurts were gone. So I feel like, is everybody in my neighborhood on Weight Watchers? Like, that's how I felt. So anyway, I took one of those. I took a small box, not a big box, of sugar-free Jell-O pudding mix, which is like 1 point for a quarter of the box. And I dumped that in, and there's no way I'm eating a quarter of that box, because, why am I farting? Oh, actually no, because I put a little bit more than just that in there. I put like 1.5 of those because I had a half of one already. Mix that up. Then I made another one with sugar-free cheesecake flavor, small box. I had to use 2 of those boxes. So that one I do charge myself 1 point for. And then I give myself a little bit of raspberries and a little bit of Cool Whip. I give myself like 4 points for that dessert. 4 points for me for dessert. I'm good. I'm golden. And I leave it in my refrigerator in a pan, almost like a casserole dish, and I scoop it out. So I feel like I'm cutting a piece of a pie or a cake or whatever. And yesterday I put raspberries on it. I think I just said that. I could put strawberries in it. I got those too. So what I've been doing is, because we've eaten out a lot this week, when I'm sitting at the restaurant I look through their desserts because that's my mental trigger. I'm in a restaurant, I should have dessert. So when I sit through the restaurant and I say, is there anything on this dessert menu that I'll never get to have again, or we won't be back here for so long, I have to have, that is more important to me or better for me, or I want more than this faux cheesecake I've made. So far, it hasn't happened. I know tonight won't, because I don't like Don Pablo's desserts. And when we went to Gunpowder Inn Lodge the other day, I looked at their desserts, and they looked good, but the one that I would have gotten was cheesecake. So I was like, I got that substitute at home. So I saved myself at least 4 points for the end of the night, and I go home and I have my dessert and I am satisfied. Now, I am going to be careful with this. I don't know that I'm going to make this again next week, and if I do, I may not have it every night, because I don't know if it's messing with my digestion, or if it's, right now I'm up on the scale by a significant amount. But again, I think that it is because of this bathroom issue. I can see it in my face. I can see it in my face that I'm having, I'm not feeling well. But anyway, so I'm going to jump off here. I'm sitting in the line to get into work to show my ID, and I will try to remember to show you my food. However, again, I'm going to be eating lunch in the cafeteria, so what you just saw might be what you see. But if not, I'll show you my dinner tonight. Hey guys, it is Friday. I know that I have already, not that I've edited this video yet and know what's actually going to be on it, but I do know that I have talked to you already once today. We did our crazy project in 5th grade, so I did take a picture of my lunch. I did not take a picture of my breakfast because I was very busy this morning, and I was kind of eating and walking and doing stuff. So if I remember, I will take a picture of my dinner. I am going out to dinner again tonight. If you already heard the story, you can fast forward, but we showed up to a dinner on Tuesday at Don Pablo's for my niece's birthday. Come to find out, the dinner was Friday, which is tonight. We ended up eating at Don Pablo's anyway. So I got really good at ordering what I want and knowing that I can stay within my points. So I know what I'm having again tonight, but now I've had fajitas twice in 1 week. Although I really don't want fajitas. So I'm considering ordering something else, but I don't know. I will show you whatever I think of ordering. I have, drum roll, I have eaten today 3 points, so I have 20 points going into my dinner. The kids at the end of the day had cookies, apples, and hot chocolate. I had an apple. I actually picked up a cookie, took a bite of it, and threw it away, and actually, this is gross, but spit out the cookie because it was force of habit. I just picked it up and put it in my mouth, and it actually tasted terrible, so I was fine with throwing it away. So that is my plan for tonight. If I am going to take some Olay wraps with me, and some non-fat sour cream, and some fat-free cheese, just so whatever I do decide to eat, I'm not eating all of that yuckiness. And go from there. But that is all I have for now, and I am going to log off here, or jump off here, and if you see a picture after this video of my dinner, then I remembered, and I'm going to consider it what I ate in a day win, because I got 2 out of 3 meals. If I forget and don't put it on there, I'm still going to consider it a fail, because I only took pictures of lunch. Although this morning before work, on the way to work, I did show you on my video what I was taking. So either way, I hope you guys have a fabulous Friday, and I will talk to you guys sometime this week with Norm, and probably sometime this week without. So see you guys very soon. I'm going to do a Walmart grocery haul. It's not as big as normal, but turkey bacon, 1 point a piece. Sugar-free Cool Whip for the week. Sugar-free Coffee Mate Italian sweet cream. What is that called? Whip topping for Norm's coffee. 3 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken. We got 2 of these Lean Cuisine macaroni white cheddar, and I'm going to put chili on top of those. I got 2 of the fat-free cheddars. I am making chili this week, so a lot of this will be for that. I got chili ready tomatoes. I've got some Rotel tomatoes, some tomato sauce, tomato paste, crushed tomatoes, and then we're also doing a broccoli cheese soup bowls for the week. I just forgot to get the bowls. Here's the kidney beans for the chili. I got a Halo top. Which one did I get? It's called Candy Bar. Haven't tried that one yet. I got the Greek plain non-fat Greek yogurt. Norm's granola bars that he eats. So Norm got some Hostess Molten Lava Ding Dongs. They're 8 points a piece. And I guess when you're craving molten lava cake, it's better than what you'd get in the store. These are for Carly. Also for Carly. I got some Olay Extreme Wellness Rack. They only had tomato and basil this week, so that's what we got. Some sugar for Norm. Peanut butter for Carly. Bananas. 2 things of coffee. Onions, peppers, tomatoes for several recipes. Paper towels. Some Ziploc bags for food prep. Potatoes that we're going to serve also chili over top of. Some Tums because we're making chili. We're going to do a taco ring that we need some lettuce for. Some sugar-free Jell-O pudding that I'm going to make using the Greek yogurt. Some ranch that I'm also going to use the Greek yogurt in. My chili packets. Some Good Thins potato, spinach, garlic. I eat 12 of those for 2 points. This is for the chili, the ground turkey. Some bird's eye vegetables. 18 eggs for our egg cups and for Norm's bagel thins. And other than a bag of dog food for those 2, that's it.